I know fractions aren't the easiest of problems, so I figured I would walk you through one of your homework examples for this evening. All right, so we're looking at number 11, and we're going to be solving for k. So, first thing I'm going to do first is I'm going to distribute. That way I can kind of break it down so I just have terms here. So, negative 5/3 times 4/3 k, just multiply straight across. I get negative 20 over 9 k. Then I'm going to do the same thing here, multiply straight across. And since it's a negative times a positive, I'm going to get negative 40 over 15. I'm also going to turn this into an improper fraction. Don't need a mixed number for this. 4 times 3 gives me 12, plus 1 gives me 13 over 4k. And then minus 53 over 6. So, I have some fractions here to deal with. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. 40 over 15, make it a little bit easier. So I can divide everything here by 5, which will give me something a little easier. So now I'm going to get negative 20 over 9k, that's not changing, minus 8 over 3 equals negative 13/4 k, minus 53 over 6. All right, so the option I'm going to use here is I'm going to clear my denominators, get rid of these fractions. Some people like to keep the fractions, go with common denominators. Do so at your own risk. The reason I know is because I know a number of people still have trouble with fractions, so if you can get rid of them, go ahead. So my denominators here are 9, 3, 4, and 6. So a common denominator between 9, 3, 4, and 6, a couple ways I could get there. I could just multiply everything out here, get a huge number. Or, I could find the lowest common multiple. Either way, I know it's going to be 36. So I'm going to multiply, watch this, I'm going to multiply everything by 36. And just let me slide this over. Times 36. I do the same thing here, times 36. Times 36. All right, it's 36 over 1. I know sometimes people get a little troubled when they just see the 36 next to it, so I'm just going to show it's 36 over 1. And didn't want to do that, but that's okay. Now, I'm going to cross-simplify this. I know some people don't like doing that either, but maybe I can walk you through it. Maybe it'll help, because I think it makes the problem a bit easier to deal with. So I'm going to use that in order to simplify things. I get less multiplication going on, and the less I get, the better. So in order to cross-multiply, or cross-simplify, right? Think about how you would simplify fractions before. We're pretty good at that. All you're doing is, in this case, you're just going to be simplifying the values that are directly diagonally from each other. So I'm going to simplify 36 and 9, 36 and 3, 4 and 36, and 6 and 36. Now if I had 36 over 9, that would just simplify the 4, so that's what I'm going to do here. Get rid of that. Simplifies to 4. If I had 36 over 3, that would simplify to 12, so I'm going to get rid of that. Right, 12. If I had 36 over 4, that would simplify to 9. So just make that 9. Then if I had 36 over 6, I would just simplify that to 6. So now I'm going to rewrite what I have, and the goal is I've got all my denominators gone now. I've got 4 times negative 20k minus 8 times 12 equals negative 13k times 9 minus 53 times 6. Now, I've got some larger numbers here, but it's a lot easier, at least to me, than dealing with all those denominators. That's the way I approach it. If I can clear stuff, I'm going to. And you'll notice I'm just tidying up here. So now I just multiply this out. 4 times negative 20k gives me negative 80k. Negative 8 times 12 gives me negative 96. Negative 13k times 9 will give me negative 117k. And then 53 times 6 will give me 318. All right, so now it's a matter of just some moving stuff over, getting stuff to each side. First thing I'm going to do is I want to try and get k alone, so I want to get all the k's to one side. I'm going to add 117k to each side here. By doing that, that cancels out my k's on this side. I'm just left with negative 318. And then over here, negative 80k plus 117k gives me 37k. I like that. Minus 96. So now my equation looks a little bit more manageable. It's not as intense. I got some smaller numbers. So now I just solve it like a two-step equation. Add 96 to each side. Here I got 37k equals, let's see, I got to do a little bit of math out here. We have 222. Okay, I'm liking the way this is looking. Let me just double check my math here. And no, I'm wrong, I think. Oh, no, I'm right. That's good. All right, so now I just have one last step. I've got 37k equals negative 222. I'm going to divide each side by 37. Now take note, I'm always writing my steps out here. Always take that moment to write out your steps. So then I can just do this out as division. How often does 37 go into 222? Once, twice, just doing some mental math. I know if it wouldn't be 5, so I'll try 37 times 6 times 2. Carry the 4. Hey, 222. What do you know? It works. So I'm going to tuck that away here, because I'm not always going to have the benefit of a calculator. It's always good to know how to do that. And then you get k equals negative 6. And let's double check. We have our answers here. Hey, what do you know? Negative 6. We were right. So I wanted to walk you through an example of this because I know it's nice that we have the answers here. And heck, you might even be able to look this up or get someone else to do it for you. But the thing is, you do have to know how to do these steps on your own. So I wanted to walk you through one. Hopefully this helped.